Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365, and in today's video I will be going over the new 4K Ultra HD pre-orders and announcements for October 20th, 2023. Keep in mind, release dates and technical specs are subject to change. If there are any changes or additional retailer exclusives, I will update them in a future video. Also, be sure to check out my previous pre-order videos for titles you may be looking for and were not covered here. Direct Amazon links to the titles listed in today's video can be found when they are live on the channel's community page. A24 announced their next website store exclusive, and that will be the film Showing Up, which is scheduled for release on November 3rd. Per tech specs on the A24 website, HDR and Dolby Vision will be included, and Dolby Atmos for the audio mix. As with previous A24 web store exclusives, this will not be a wide release, and pre-orders are now live over on the website. Judging from the comment section, a lot of people have been eagerly anticipating the 4K release of Oppenheimer. Well, wonder no more. As the confirmed release date of November 21st, you'll be able to add this to your collection. For starters, a standard slipcover edition will be available at your local and online retailers. As far as tech specs go, HDR and DTS 5.1 as per the norm for Christopher Nolan films. Over at Walmart, they have what they're referring to as an icon edition of the 4K, only available at that retailer. It is expected to be in stores on release day and is currently available for shipping. And of course, Best Buy will be carrying an exclusive 4K Steelbook edition, also releasing the 21st. Now, while the listing is over at Best Buy's website, it keeps going off and on throughout at least this week in general, just due to availability. So if you didn't secure your copy, just keep checking and you should be able to get yours on release day. Also releasing on November 21st, the latest Expendables film, Expendables 4, is coming to 4K. Standard slipcover edition will be available at your local and online retailers, and the 4K will include HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos audio. Over at Amazon, they look to have what I believe is an exclusive steelbook only available at that website. I'm not quite sure if it is confirmed to be a steelbook or not, or just a unique cover, but it is going to only be available at Amazon. Best Buy will be carrying an exclusive 4K steelbook, and unlike a lot of other companies or studios, this actually matches the re-release steelbooks from a couple weeks ago, so that's actually pretty cool. If you pick those up, you will have the fourth one, which goes right in line with the others. So once again, November 21st. And over at Walmart, they will be carrying an exclusive 4K steelbook of all 4 films, only available at Walmart locations. November 21st is shaping up to be a pretty heavy release day on the wallet just before Thanksgiving, as the latest Saw film, Saw X, is also coming to 4K that Tuesday. As of right now, only a standard slipcover edition available at your local and online retailers. No word yet on any exclusives or steelbooks or anything, but I suspect if that's going to happen, it'll probably be in the next week or so. HDR and Dolby Atmos audio, per the spec sheet, will be included for this release. Over at the Mondo Macabro website, an exclusive 4K edition of the film Dr. Jekyll and the Werewolf is only going to be available at that website, and pre-orders start today, October 20th. There will be no wide release for this 4K edition, only a Blu-ray is getting that. So if you want this film in 4K, head on over to the sites. I believe pre-orders go live later this afternoon, so secure your copy over there. On December 5th, Steven Spielberg's The Color Purple is finally making its way to 4K. As of right now, only a slipcover edition will be made available. I know there's going to be a steelbook over in international territories, and we still may see it here as well as a Best Buy exclusive. It hasn't gone out for pre-order yet, but once again, if that changes, I will update that in a future video. As per specs, HDR is expected and DTS 5.1. It's been 84 years, but finally, Titanic from director James Cameron is coming to 4K, and that confirmed release date will be December 5th. We also have the official cover art here and tech specs, HDR, Dolby Vision, and new Dolby Atmos audio. No word yet on any exclusive steelbooks or anything, but once again, if that changes, I will update that in the next video. And if you like big, bulky, limited edition, collector's editions, or anything like that, Titanic will have one also releasing on December 5th. As you can see here, it's got a ton of swag and a whole lot of shelf space is needed for this one, but I know there's going to be some people picking this one up. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be one of them. And this was featured in last week's video, but the pre-orders are now live for Stand By Me, the new 4K Steelbook, now with Dolby Vision, and as a reminder, the release date is December 5th. December 12th, Severin will have the 4K edition of the film Castle of Blood. Pre-orders are not yet live for this one, but stay tuned to the channel's community page when it becomes active. Kino Lorber announced recently that they're doing a little bit of a sub-label focusing on more cult, obscure films, and the first one is going to be Clive Barker's Underworld, which is scheduled for release December 19th. HDR and Dolby Vision are expected, as well as DTS audio. The Criterion Collection this week announced their January release slate, and first up, on January 2nd, the OPPO trilogy is coming to 4K. Now, according to their own specs on their website, it does not look like it will be HDR supported, but for fans of these films, you'll be able to order this one on 4K very soon. On January 9th, the 4K edition of the Coen Brothers' Blood Simple is also arriving from the Criterion Collection. HDR and Dolby Vision and DTS audio will be supported. Paramount has released the artwork and the official release date for the 4K of Varsity Blues, and that will be January 9th. Now, this being a Paramount release, HDR and Dolby Vision are expected, no word yet on the audio. Criterion also announced this week that on January 16th, the 4K of Lone Star will be released from the label. And lastly, from Criterion, January 30th, we'll see the 4K of Trainspotting. HDR and Dolby Vision have been confirmed, as well as DTS 5.1. Kino Lorber announced this week that sometime probably in the coming year, Stanley Kubrick's first film, I believe, Fear and Desire, is coming to 4K. Kino confirmed that HDR and Dolby Vision will be included and DTS audio. Once again, we don't have an official release date, but I suspect probably in the second half of 2024. Reportedly coming to 4K sometime in the near future, the animated feature Belladonna of Sadness is scheduled for release. There are a couple of international 4K pre-orders and announcements to go over in this week's video, and don't forget, most 4K discs are region-free. Over in the UK, their 4K edition of Oppenheimer is scheduled to release on November 22nd. They will have their own slipcover as well as steelbook, only available in UK markets. While we don't have a confirmed release date for the French release of Oppenheimer, I suspect it'll also be that week of November. They will have a steelbook edition, as you can see pictured here, which I believe is exclusive to FNAC. So if you're in France, you can pick up this steelbook at that website. Germany will also get their own 4K steelbook, which pretty much matches the one we have here in the States. Once again, we don't have a confirmed release date, but I suspect it'll be that same week. As was announced in a previous video, we now have the official artwork for the 4K of Love Actually coming to France on December 6th. I really think we're getting a domestic US release, and I think the fact that it is the 20th anniversary, it would be kind of weird if they didn't release this in other international territories. So if and when this becomes available here, stay tuned to the channel and I will pass that information along to you. I know this has been a very much anticipated film to arrive on 4K, I guess. Blood Rain on 4K is scheduled to come out in Germany December 7th. On December 11th, Elf is getting a 4K Steelbook edition available in the United Kingdom. No word yet if a domestic US release is forthcoming, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen. Didn't Liam Neeson recently say he was stepping away from these type of movies? But I guess we have another one, as on February 1st, Retribution is coming to 4K, and that release will be in Germany. I am totally going to butcher this, so please forgive me if you're over in Sweden. On December 18th, a 4K release of Avgruden will be coming out in that market. It will reportedly support HDR and Dolby Digital 5.1 audio. So those are this week's 4K pre-orders and announcements for October 20th, 2023. Don't forget to use the Amazon affiliate links on the channel's community page if you're interested in any of these titles. It really does help out the channel. Also, be sure to let me know what titles I talked about in this video you're planning to pre-order for yourself. And finally, a special thank you to my Patreons for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to support me through Patreon, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So until next time, this is Adam with the Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.